Welcome to the overview of Step 2 of 7 steps to a new job. I'm Andrea, and I'm honored to be narrating this overview of Step 2, Create Your Job Search Portfolio. Let's start with a little joke. A recruiter says to a job candidate, "In this job, we need someone who's really responsible." The job applicant replies, "Oh, I'm the one you want. In my last job, every time anything went wrong, they said I was responsible." I know. Don't quit my day job, right? Let's get started. Here's where you are in the 7-step process. This presentation will give you an overview of the key elements of Step 2. Roman philosopher Seneca said, "Luck is when opportunity meets preparation." Our belief is when proper preparation and significant efforts to seek, find, and cultivate opportunities, jobs happen. Difficult to do this on your own, we're here to help you. The ironical part of this is, when you get good at job seeking, you typically will get a job, which means your job seeking skills are mostly no longer needed. If you do a great job of developing your portfolio, in the future, you'll only have to update it. So a good part of your effort here is an investment in your future for many years to come. When you get to the later steps, those activities you want to keep up on even after you get a job, being active on LinkedIn, networking, supporting one another, etc. So to help you make the intersection of preparation and opportunity happen towards acquiring a job, we start with the preparation. Creating your job search portfolio is the foundation of preparing for the remaining steps. And the following steps are made much easier because you put the time into doing a quality job of developing your portfolio. You really are prepared. So through developing your portfolio, you will gather a great deal of information about yourself. The step-by-step process helps you organize the information for use in the other steps, and it goes a long way to help build your confidence. You are valuable. As you complete each portfolio element, you realize just how awesome you are. Think of the portfolio like preparing for a trip. You want to have all the elements you need to make the trip successful. You want to be prepared for what's ahead. When you finish each of the portfolio elements, you will be well prepared for the other steps, which require both written and verbal skills. Written, like producing or improving your LinkedIn profile, and verbal, like practicing your elevator pitch or being confident in an interview or networking event. You can get the next job, and with this program, you'll be better prepared than the majority of the other people seeking the same position. So what are the elements of the portfolio? There are 6 elements, and here's the list. We start with accomplishments, the things you've already done in your life. Next are PAR statements, stating your accomplishments in a problem, action, result sentence. A natural step after PAR is power stories, how to create a memorable story of your biggest accomplishments. The 4th element of the portfolio is a key component of your job search, resume. The 5th portfolio component is the so-called elevator pitch. You've got 30 seconds to make a lasting impression on someone. What do you say? Doing this well can make the difference in taking advantage of a unique opportunity. The last element of your job portfolio is your networking biography or your networking bio. We'll explain how this is a part of your portfolio is developed and used to get you connected with organizations you're targeting. Next, we'll go through a brief introduction to each portfolio element. It will give you an idea of what you find in each of the presentations and provide insights into how this all fits together. Here is an overview of the 6 portfolio elements that you will be developing in Step 2. The overview, which is this video, is the portfolio overview. And then the subcategories, that each individual steps that we just went over, are again 2A, accomplishments, 2B, problem, action, results, PAR, 2C, power stories, 2D, your resume, 2E, elevator pitch, and 2F, networking biography. First up is accomplishments. Very simply, it's extremely valuable to have a comprehensive list of the things you've done. What you've done that you're proud of. Maybe you were rewarded or recognized for some activities. This goes on the accomplishment list. People may come to you for help on certain activities. What are you known for? These are all accomplishments. We urge you to spend time being thorough in this step. It forms the foundation for every other part of your job search activity. Presentation 2B helps you to develop PARs. PARs are problem, action, result statements. Think of giving some context to an accomplishment. What was going on? What problems were you solving? What action did you take and what was the result or outcome? Here you get to showcase yourself in a more in-depth way. It helps you to build important and valuable details around your accomplishments. People hear and forget bullet points, but when you put the statement in terms of PAR, it helps the audience remember you in a much greater way. The third presentation will help you to develop power stories. Much like the PAR statements, you give people the situation that you are in. But the power story adds a special flavor. If you accentuate your voice and become both verbally and physically expressive, you create a bit of an emotional experience with the listener. Maybe your next boss. If you recall the wildlife specialist Steve Irwin shown in the picture here, basically every time he spoke, he grabbed your attention and made a memorable impression on you. This is what we mean by creating power stories. Again, people will often forget many things you say. But when you speak with energy and engage them emotionally in what you say, you leave a memorable impression. They'll likely not forget. The fourth element of the portfolio is your resume. Our recommendation is that your resume consists of the following: contact information, your name, email, and phone number, so that the reviewer can contact you to get more information or, ideally, set a day and time for an interview. The other elements of the resume that are covered in depth in presentation 2D are your summary and qualifications. These are brief words to show how your skills are matched for the job requirements. Some keywords: match as many of your skill keywords to the job. Employment history: use powerful words and quantify results. Education: list your degrees, certifications, and applicable courses. Your resume is your ticket into the game. Has to be done well to be considered for a position. If you've been thorough about accomplishments and PARs, the resume becomes much easier to create. The fifth part of your portfolio is the elevator pitch. In some cases, you might only have 30 seconds to talk to a person of influence in the organization you'd like to work for. You need to be prepared with a very specific and effective and memorable message. In some situations, you may have even more time, say 2 minutes, to give an introduction of yourself. The elevator pitch is almost always verbal, so you want to be rehearsed in what you say so that you come across with your best first impression. Key is to be memorable. The presentation for this portfolio element will give you the guidance on how to make a great first impression. The last element in creating your job search portfolio is a networking biography or networking bio, and sometimes just called NetBio. This is a unique tool in the job search process and combines content from your resume, along with including target companies you're pursuing for a job. The networking bio is often given to people you meet at networking activities to help them remember who you are and what you're targeting. The NetBio presentation helps you design this tool to be an effective instrument in your job search. The 6 elements of developing your job search portfolio are designed in a specific sequence. Each step prepares you for the next step. We have a presentation for each of these portfolio elements. They are all structured in generally the same way. We present that material and information to complete the component. Along with the instructions in the presentation, we'll provide explanations behind the presented material. In addition, we'll give you examples of what the portfolio element will look like once you're completed. In most cases, we have exercises created to help you develop your own personal content for that portfolio step. We ask you to go through the presentation, complete the exercise, and then, if you need help finalizing the step, we'll host a virtual session with a leader, a facilitator, to help you by answering questions you have about that step. It's important that you finish each step adequately before moving on to the next step. To assist you in tracking your progress through the 7 steps to a job program, we've created a progress tracking sheet. Think of it as a step-by-step checklist to ensure you account for what you've done and to know what's next. Like any other checklist you step through, you'll find yourself gaining confidence as you complete each of the job search steps. This will help you stay motivated, committed, and grow with others through the process. The progress tracking sheet is also a means for you to let the volunteer leaders know where you are in the program. If you do lose motivation or feel like you can't make any more progress, the volunteers are here to help you with the next step. As with the rest of the program, the progress tracking sheet is available on the HB Connectors website. Please locate that form now if you haven't already been using it. The top of the sheet looks like this. It identifies the step number, a title description of the step, a column for recording when you view the presentation, completed the exercises as applicable, and attended a facilitator session on the step if needed. There's also a place for you to keep notes about your progress on each step. Here's what the first part of the progress tracker looks like. Please use this sheet, update it, and make notes as needed. One of the volunteers will likely ask to view the sheet in order to support you as you journey through the steps. Please note, if you already have a step or steps accomplished, please make a note of that in the comment section. Be ready and able to show this for info for that step, and you're welcome to move on to the next step. In summary, recall the importance of both the preparation in the job search along with creating opportunities. We've provided support for numerous job seekers over many years. Those who have developed a quality job search portfolio have told us how valuable it was in preparing them for interviews and networking activities. We look forward to helping prepare you and supporting opportunities for your new job. So let's get started on developing your job search portfolio. Please find the accomplishments presentation and exercise on the HB Connectors website. As for each step, when you believe you're finished, please feel free to sign up for a facilitated Q&A session. The registration link is provided on the website. We'll send you the virtual meeting access after you've registered. Thank you for your participation in this program. We're here to support your job acquisition and appreciate any feedback you provide. You are also welcome to share this program with other job seekers. Good luck and Godspeed on this journey to a new position.